in Khan Shaykhun shows once again that the Syrian war is far from over, and the long list of war crimes committed in this war has another entry. Jeremy Bowen, BBC News.
Well, let's speak now to Justin Byworth from the charity World Vision UK. That's part of the charity which is the largest trying to improve the lives of vulnerable children. Good evening to you. Well, what was your reaction when you heard this dreadful news from Syria?
Well, I'm in Brussels for a major international conference on Syria, and we were together with people from the UN, from other humanitarian organisations, from governments, including the British government, when the news came through. It was actually a Syrian colleague from another agency that suddenly flashed up a picture. And then over the next hour or so, we heard news that someone had lost a colleague, and then also that their hospitals were overflowing. So there was a sense of shock. We were just in the middle of discussing how to get badly needed humanitarian assistance to more than 5 million Syrians who don't have access. They're in besieged or hard-to-reach areas. And we were just discussing how to protect. I mean, for children particularly that World Vision worked with, it's been probably the worst year of the whole conflict. I've been involved with this since the beginning, and it's just tragic.
What do you think it says about what is going on in the Syrian situation? There was our correspondent Jeremy Bowen saying perhaps President Assad sees a chance to give a last push. Is that the sort of way people there are thinking of this?
Well, I think for any humanitarian agencies like World Vision, you know, we abhor and condemn any kind of violence, and we're trying to make a difference in that context. But ultimately, political leaders on all sides and all parties have been alleged and have been found guilty of violence. Politicians need to take the lead to try to get peace in that place, to try to reach a lasting solution. And in the meantime, humanitarian agencies need to find a way to work as best as we can. We reached over 1 million children last year with assistance in and around Syria, and will continue to do so every day to the best of our ability. But we ourselves, humanitarian agencies, have also been at risk. Humanitarian workers have been killed and injured. So yeah, it's not an easy situation by any means.
Indeed. Justin Byworth, very grateful to you. Thank you very much for joining us.